Good morning, everybody. Let's see here. It's the day after Labor Day, and I got to get myself situated to get some windshields going. We got a pretty busy day. It's always busy after a holiday. Let's see, we still got some juice in that. Hope you guys all had a nice holiday. It's a little early in the morning. But I'm gonna get some windshields tinted up. This is my morning work usually. Let's see. See if I can get you to where you guys can see it. I still gotta set everything up this morning. We ain't got nobody watching yet. So we're good. How's everybody doing this morning? Let's see if we got anyone on. We got a couple people. It's an early start. Hope everybody had a great Labor Day. Gonna get some windshields going here. It's about time to change the squeegee out too. If you hear the noise, it's just because I'm rolling a glass board over. How's everyone's morning? I know it's Tuesday, none of us want to get back to work, but we gotta. Someone's gotta do it, right? Start off the week with a fresh squeegee. We'll give you a shop walk update later. But this windshield's getting tinted with a 70%. It's gonna virtually be clear by the time we tint it, but give you all the benefits. It's gonna help reduce heat and protect your dash from UV. I know we don't have any music going, but some mornings I like to be nice and peaceful when we start the week before the chaos ensues. Which is really no chaos, it's just short week means we have less time to get things done. What'd you guys do for Labor Day if you're watching? Did you go somewhere fun in a car? Hit the lake? If you watched my live while we were at the lake, forgive me. It was crazy and I wanted to show it, but then I deleted it because it was a little too crazy. Morning, everybody. What did you guys do this weekend? Are you watching from the States? We had a nice Labor Day, nice long 3-day weekend. Give everybody a reset. Now we're getting back at it early. Still warm in Phoenix, so we got quite a few cars to tint this week. Me and my family, we went to Lake Havasu, and it was crazy busy. What's going on, everyone? Good morning. Rudra, BNT, name and country in Europe. Oh, nice. You're in Europe. I'm actually in the United States. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. Just starting the morning off, tinting some windshields nice and quiet before everybody gets here. We just had our holiday, Labor Day, so it was a long 3-day weekend, so everybody getting back on a Tuesday today. It's going to be a slow start. And like I said, we got no music today because we're starting off peaceful, nice and quiet, get the day going. When I come in, I do a bunch of windshields usually every morning. It's my morning accomplishment before we get going. Hopefully everybody had a nice weekend, even if it wasn't a long one. So you'll see this tint we're putting on here, it's really kind of clear. Can't even really tell a difference. Like, if you look against the wall, it's a little bit. By the time we tint the windshield though, you won't even know that it's any different. But it'll cool down the vehicle. In Arizona, when you're driving in direct sunlight, you're not going to feel it. And you're going to keep your dash from fading, which is a big one. And as you can see, we got quite a few this morning. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9 windshields to tint. So it's a busy morning. And if you're a tinner watching, I built this little contraption. Had a friend of mine do it. Nice little glass stand to go against the wall, so you can do this by yourself. See, we're gonna try and do the faster ones. Like this little guy down here. Everything needs a visor strip. I don't go fast. I usually work from the top down, but I'm trying to go for speed today too. Do we have anyone watching from the States? Where are you guys all watching from? We have a few people on here this morning. A little bit slower because I haven't done a live in a while. And especially since it's quiet, it's probably a boring live to watch. Let's see if we can show you how this is done though. Wonder if it's better to shoot from back here or if I'm just going to be in the way. Oh, no, you can see good. Something on that windshield right there. And if you follow the tint guy that does the spray it, scrub it, squeegee, kind of cool. He switched over to Expel and started his own shop. Which is all the same products that we use here. Now tint's like a giant sticker. I use a glass board to kind of pull the sticker backing off, spray it down, clean it, and I just walk it right over here after the glass has been prepped for the cleanest installation you can get. It's a lot easier when these things are not in the vehicle. And the only reason they're not in the vehicle here is because in Arizona, we break a lot of windshields because of all the rocks on the road. So a lot of people just have their glass guy, which we use our glass guy, and a perfect touch auto glass, to bring us the windshields first before replacing them. So the customer doesn't have to come down and wait for their windshield to get tinted. They just have it already tinted when when they put it in. Oof, new squeegee's a little grippy. All right, if you're actually sitting in here watching, where are you guys watching from? I'm out of Phoenix, Arizona. Actually, my shop that's the central area, but we're in Tempe, which is just right outside of Phoenix, near the airport. And now, you don't have to pull the windshields out to tint them too. I know some people have asked that. We're just doing it, like I said earlier, because people's windshield breaks in Arizona quite a bit. And it's way easier if we do them here, rather than replace your windshield and have you come all the way back. Now let's do number 2. If you guys are liking it, I know I'm a little bumpy this morning, visor strip. It's been a long weekend, it's early morning. So this one will be a little different. You'll see some of them that we do this. They're basically getting a top strip across, and then also the whole windshield tinted. We always lay the whole windshield first, but it's going to look a little different. So I'm going to lay the visor strip first to cut it out, then the full windshield, but then when we stick it, we're going to stick the full windshield first, then the visor strip on top, so that you don't have any bubbles going across the windshield. Because if we put the visor strip on first, right where that edge goes across, you're going to have a big bubble in the tint because of the layers. And these being little windshields, you don't want to go too big on the visor strips, or else it looks like half the windshield. USS the future. USS the future. Hopefully you guys are having a good morning or afternoon, wherever you're watching from. So the heat I'm putting on it kind of shrinks it. If you were to think glass is going to always have a bit of a curve to it, It's never completely flat. Oh, I just messed it up a little bit, so we're gonna hike it up just a hair. And a little too fast on that cut. See, and it still looks good. It's just a tiny windshield, so we don't want to go too crazy far down on it. We'll set those aside. We'll get the piece that's going to be on the full windshield. Trying to move a little quicker today, so if you hear me bouncing around and running. So now this is that second layer I was telling you about. But we're shrinking it second. We'll apply it first. And I'm just going to do a short live this morning because I'm going to make an actual video. So if you can see in there, I'm trying to show you, like all that little waves that start shrinking down, that's to get the curvature of the windshield. How's everybody doing? Tuesday morning off a long weekend. Hope you guys had fun. We did. We went to the lake, just kind of hung out, watched all the crazies. Enjoyed the beach, let the kid play with the other kids. I know, what are you thinking? What is he doing right now? So right now we're taking the blade, we're just trimming all the excess off around that we don't need. We're using a stainless steel blade, not applying a lot of pressure. You just hear us when we snap it. So every time we snap it, it breaks off a new blade, giving it a nice new sharp end. You gotta snap it a few times each windshield because you don't want it to scratch. Stainless steel is not going to scratch glass as long as you do it nice and sharp. And if the tint kind of hangs up in the area like that, you just gently either rip it. That one's going to be too hard to rip, so we're just going to gently recut it after I've snapped that blade. If you want, some people use buttons. The button method works awesome on cars like Teslas and stuff like that that are a little bit more sensitive. Glass. But for the majority of your windshields, you'll be totally fine. Now I'm just doing my final heat before I stick this one back. Make sure the edges are all nice and good. And then we'll put that one back. And we have the first accomplishment of the morning. All right. They do get a little heavy. For all you glass guys out there, you must have horrible backs because that hurts. When I do about 9 of these in a row, my back's gonna feel it. If you're a glass guy, you should probably wear a back brace. So, like I said, this morning's live is going to be a little bit short. I'll tint this one and maybe one more. We'll do a shop walk, and then I'm going to make a long form video. But I want to show you how I do a full windshield with a visor strip. So, whenever you're tinting something where it needs multi-layers, you want to put your largest piece down so that you don't have any bubbles. So we're going to tint the whole windshield first, then we're going to put it on top with the visor strip so that you get the shade band, but you don't have an air bubble where those overlap because you're going to have the shorter piece on top. Oh, that's on this side. So that little sticker is just from my glass guy telling me what shade and whose windshield it is. Now this has a little fuzzy on the bottom that seals inside it's a Bronco. So if we have to, we might have to trim the tint a little bit because these are never consistent. They're always just kind of stuck on there. So that's something we could snap our blade again and do a little trim on the inside. And if you watch our shorts or our full videos, check them out. Make sure to go like and subscribe. I'm gonna try one of those little AMSR or whatever they're called videos with tinting a windshield today. See if it sounds any cool or if I'm just in the way the whole time. All right, we don't have to trim it. Came out good. Didn't hit the rubber. I usually trim them pretty tight. Yeah, you know what too, you will see another one, because what we do is after I get this one all applied and put on, I'm gonna let it dry before sticking that visor strip, because I don't want any water to leak back down. Since I got a bunch to do, we can kind of throw that on right before we switch the windshield. So I'll get one shrunk and ready. We only got 15 people this morning. It's an early morning. I know it's a holiday. Well, day after a holiday, so everybody's probably tired. Posting a pretty early video. Okay, so now we let that dry, and then we can apply the visor strip after it's dried a little bit. So that's why I'll just take this one and I'll start me a new one. Let's see if we got any quick ones. Let's see. This one, everything's with a visor strip today. Surprisingly, we usually don't do that many visor strips because that's like an old school look. I feel like these are all getting one. A Ranger, this must be a new Ranger. Anyone here from the States have a good holiday weekend? What'd you do? Tell me in the comments. How many people hit the lake? It's kind of a lake kind of holiday, or barbecued. Let's see. 70. Oh. And it's got some transfer from the stickers on the front. Just gonna clean all that off. Usually likes to come off a lot easier than this. Sorry if you hear a bunch of squeaks. Just trying to get the sticker that transferred onto the tint off before we seal it in with a visor strip. Perfect. Good to go. No one here from the Labor Day weekend? Looks like most people must be from a different country. All right, let's do our other visor strip. Pretty low crowd this morning. This one's a little bit of a weird cut. Okay. Now I'll throw my visor strip on. We don't really have to re-prep the windshield. We just do a nice little squeegee just in case there's any bubbles underneath. If you guys are watching, do you have your windshield tinted? Is it warm enough where you're at to have your windshield tinted, or you even just want to protect your car? I mean, I see the main benefit too of just protecting your dash from the sun. Or visual looks that look good. We don't like to go dark here because I don't want to put anything that's too unsafe on a vehicle. So we usually only do a 70% or a 50% for your windshield. Anything darker than that, you can go somewhere else. We don't like to do it. Because I want you to be able to see. We just want to provide reducing heat, glare, and UV protection. Because this little visor strip I'm doing is totally legal in Arizona. You're not supposed to be putting anything else on the rest of the windshield. If you're using it as a show car though, or something like that, and it's not really hitting the road, you can do it as dark as you want. But Arizona does have a form you can fill out to make it legal for you to tint your windshield, as long as you have an eye doctor or a regular doctor prescribe you a note saying that you need it, but it's within a 70 to a 90% window tint, I believe. So virtually clear. It's not impeding your vision. Okay. So I'm gonna tint this one. It'll be my last one of the morning on the live. I know I'm not that fun to watch this morning because it's kind of quiet. I only got a few people watching. And Harry, if you're watching, we are shipping your product out today. Sorry for the mix-up. We lost the email or never saw the first one. And I didn't really know how to contact back out to you. last windshield, and I'm gonna do a quick walk around of the shop. Show what we got going on, the cool cars in here, and the office is finally coming together. And if you haven't, go hit the like and subscribe. Let's see here. All right, well, you guys, I'm already getting customer messages. Sorry, I have to call a couple of these guys back. Stick around for the lives, and then check out our shorts and our long forms. Like and subscribe. Have a good one, you guys. Have a great Tuesday.